Okay, I've done quite a bit here since I videoed last, but pretty much I had this so that the main beam would slide up and down here with the electric motor that I've got. So I disassembled everything, painted the frame and some of the little pieces down here, and I'm working on attaching the engine to the main beam here. So I've got a piece that I welded on here, and I have bored holes so that I can fasten the engine down. And we're going to be sticking the pulleys on here in a minute. Well, the carrier bearings, I should say, or whatever, axle bearings, whatever they are, that the shaft will run through. The pulley will sit on this side, and the belt will run right through here like that. All right, this is what I got done today. We got that mount welded on here. We've got the engine mounted onto it. And then we welded up a tray here for our battery, and also for our fuel tank will sit right here when I get one. So that's what we got done today. So this is how I'm gonna make my blade guides. Welded 2 pieces of 1/2 inch on each side of the bolt here. And then I'm gonna bore a hole, or 2 holes, one here, for some bolts to go through to raise and lower and then adjust the pitch of the end of the bolt where the bearings will be. And I'll also put a piece of thread or bolt right here for another bearing for the blade to push against. But this is how I set it up. I just pinched it between 2 pieces of steel, tacked it in place, and then I'll take it out and weld it like this one. So here's what I've got for today. There's a couple washers down here that I kind of sliced off part of it, so these washers can come underneath and come butt right up to here. About 3 of these washers I ground down so they wouldn't hit this bearing. And yeah, I think it's going to do nicely. Tomorrow I'll bore and tap a couple holes right here so that I can attach it. Alright, I finished my blade guides up. You can kind of see here I've got stuff in the back to guide that so it stays in the center. Same up front with these little side pieces here so that it stays fairly straight. You got a decent amount of articulation this way, and you can go a full probably 1.5 inches up and down. So those are, I've got both of them done. Both of them are ready to be attached. So now I am going to load the frame on the trailer, and then I'll load the main beam on the trailer and start reassembling everything. Well, I got it on the trailer. I did run into a slight snag when I went to put it on. Initially, it was too narrow, so I had to add 1.5 inches to make it wider. Apparently I did some bad math last fall. But it got it up there. It rolls along nicely. I started assembling everything back. So I've got the chain put back up there. All the threaded rod is put back in. Beams in here, and I've got wheels. I'm about ready to start mounting the engine.